Welcome to the ultimate experience with the Professor of Pleasure.
But it's amazing how many spouses actually want to have a fulfilling sex life and they don't even understand their body. Like, to touch their body is a taboo. So when you don't understand your body, how do you expect your spouse to understand your body? Do you have a spouse who is a mind reader? You know, it's even so bad that now this applies to the female. All the ones I've been saying applies to both sex, okay? But this particular one, it's so bad that some women cannot touch their private parts. They cannot wash it properly. Like they cannot separate labia and put their hand inside, wash the outer, like wash the inner labia, put their hand inside, wash their clitoris properly. They cannot. They are just so scared to touch their body. Everything is a sin or a taboo or what exactly. I don't even know what title it is really. Okay, so welcome to today. We'll be talking about knowing your body, understanding your erogenous zone, but beyond that, being able to communicate this to your spouse. And as usual, my co-presenter, say hi, say hello. Nobody has given me a name for her, so she's still nameless. Okay, maybe on the 8th day she have name. How many days have you spent on this show? So she's currently still nameless. She's newborn. So I'm hoping that before the 8th day, she will have a name. So presently, her name is Nameless Baby. Okay, so meet my co-presenter, Nameless Baby. All right. So many people struggle with pleasure because they don't even understand their body. And because they don't understand their body, it is hard for them to communicate to their spouse what actually turns them on. So the question this afternoon is to you. Yes, you. I mean you. Do you know what turns you on? Do you know what makes you tick? Do you know that place that makes you go, gosh? Do you know that place that just makes your head go gaga? Do you know that place that makes the rod goes bush, bush? Or that place that makes the tap open? For some people, it's part of their body. For some people, it could the trigger could even be something they see or something they hear. So do you know exactly what is yours? Do you know the combo that can scatter your brain? Because it's most of the time not just one thing. It could be the combination of 1 + 1 + 1. It could be the combination of 1 + 5. Do you know your combo? Your combo pack. So we title it Combo Pack to Turn Me On. Do you know the combo pack to turn you on? Because really, if you don't, it will be hard to have a fulfilling sex life. It's very hard to have a fulfilling ta-ta-ta life if you don't, or a fulfilling intimacy life, if you don't know the parts that turn you on. So today, in the first part of this, we will be exploring different parts. Some are obvious, some are ignored. You know, I will most likely not mention it all. So if you know other parts that I do not mention, drop it in the comments. I would like to read, I would like to learn. Okay, so let's start. And now my co-presenter to the what will I say now? Well, welcome with me, my co-presenter who will be showing us these parts of the body. Let's go. Number 1. Wait, she doesn't even want her lips. All right, number 1, lips. Can you see her? Okay, number 1, lips and neck. Separately or together, but you can also use your lips for the neck. And so you know the neck, for some people it just needs to, just take your lips, just move it on the neck. Some people you need to suckle the neck, but be very careful. Be very careful when you're sucking the neck. Okay, be very careful because there are veins in the neck that when you oversuck it can lead to death. Yes, it can lead to death. Okay, so sucking the neck or licking the neck, just moving your tongue, on the neck. And for some people, it's even extending into, for the men, sucking the Adam's apple. It turns them on. So you need to be very conscious. Now, this is about you knowing yourself. So you need to know what turns you on. Now, number one is the lips. Number 2 is the neck. Okay, so I've dwelled extensively on the neck. I've not dwelled on the lip. For some, the lips is their turn on, and this means kissing them on the lips would actually turn them on. Okay, for some, it's moving a lip, their spouse lip, moving over their body, kissing different parts of their body would be a turn on. So number 3 is the ears. You can see that, right? And then you move your hand inside the ear and you're rubbing inside. Sometimes you might not even use your finger, be your tongue. That one is tickle, and tongue inside the air, and you move it inside the air. It tickles. So, do you know whether that turns you on? You need to know. You need to understand your body. Okay. So it could be that. It could even be playing with the whole air. Okay. It could be playing with the whole air. And for some, I think this works for men. It works for women too. It's the scalp. That's number 4. Yeah. Okay, scalp. Just rubbing her. If it's a woman and she has hair, you put your hand underneath and you rub. That's in the entire brain. When you get to the entire body, yay, that's in the entire brain. Have you experienced it? Have you experienced it? Has anybody experienced it? Well, it's very sweet. It's very sweet. And these things, like I said, it could be in isolation, it could be combo. Now imagine combining this kind with this kind. Hi. Don't let me faint. Okay, number what now? That's our number 5 is the inner thighs. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. The inner thighs. Just moving your fingers. Sometimes you're just rubbing, just playing with it. Some people like it, they like the touch feathery. Some like it firm. So you need to understand what you like. So is it the one that plays with the air and your thighs? It's not really touching your skin. Or is it the one that touches your skin, the feel of the finger against your skin? Okay, so it's not going here. It's just inner thighs and it's stopping at the point of move now, where it's not moving, it's staying. Stopping at the point of move now, it's not moving, it's staying. You get it? Okay, so that's another I'll probably lose count of number, but the next one is the back. That's the beginning of the booty. Okay, so for some, they like that part. They like everyone play with this part. You understand? This is dividing the booty. Okay, so the lower part, and it might just be a massage across the waist. It's a turn on. It's a turn on for some men and for some women. Now imagine if it's a woman that has bead on and then you're just massaging the waist with the bead. You understand? Your hand underneath the bead, of course. Okay, it's a turn on. For some, like remember I said, this turn on could even be visual. Things are visual. Okay, for some it's just seeing that beaded waist. So beaded waist, that's what turns. So once a man knows that's what turns him on, you communicate. Remember I said from the beginning that number 1, we're dealing with 2 things: knowing and being able to communicate. So a man already knows this what turns him on, then he communicates to your spouse. I like seeing these layers of bead on your waist. So she must consciously watch the kind of clothes she wears in the house. If she's wearing a bum short, she knows that bead must be on top, and then she's wearing tank tops that don't cover the bead. Those are the kind of things she should wear to put you in the mood in the house. Okay, so another part is this area between the the stomach and the thigh. Yeah, between the stomachs and the labs. I know you're already thinking of here. Don't think of there. That's not the only part between the stomach and the thighs, okay? So basically just move your hand across for the female. Across, you understand? You're not going anywhere inside here. Just move your hand across, you know. Is it across or over it? Over it, okay? Move your hand over it, you know. Even when she's fully clothed, it's a each turn on for some, okay? So, tell me, which other ones do you know that I've not mentioned? Let's check all the parts of the body together. Okay, some armpits, yeah. Armpits. Just play with the armpits. It's a each turn on too. And for some, it's their nipples, you know. Playing with the nipples, just giving it a, your nose is blocking your nose, okay? Just giving it a rub, just giving it a rub, just giving it a rub. Is a each turn on for some. Okay, for some it's their toes. Playing with their toes, you know. Playing with their toes. So why I'm taking my time to mention this body part is because you need to explore your body part and feel, make yourself feel. The way you touch it, how do you feel? How does your body react? As in, what does it do to your body? Okay, I'll teach us the different ways of touching, but let's finish with this. Okay, the toe, you know, you can just experiment with your toe. Sometimes the old feet, you know, some they like their feet, they do it. It suits them like the old feet, you know. Play with the feet, it actually turns some on, and for some, it's part of the body. Is this the arm now? This part of the body, okay? The hand, okay? Yeah, and for some it's the palm. Their palm, playing with their palm also turns them on. Playing with their palm turns them on. So for some, I'm talking about where it turns on. It could be the finger, and it could be the lips that is used, okay, to turn them on in these places that we have mentioned. So how do you discover yours? How do you discover what turns you on? How do you discover what makes you tick? How do you discover your erogenous zone? How do you discover what makes you go kush, 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 kush? All right, let's dive right into that. Number one is solo exploration. Like I said, exploring your body by yourself, exploring and experimenting with your body.
Welcome to the ultimate experience with the Professor of Pleasure. Embark on a journey where couples find joy in mutual fulfillment. Discover the secrets to truly satisfying intimate connections. It's time to ignite the spark and deepen your bond. Our expert guidance brings joy and excitement back into the bedroom. Say goodbye to barriers and hello to amazing mutual experiences. Embrace a new level of connection and understanding. Join us at Sim and transform your relationship today.
Follow us on Sim, like, subscribe, engage, and share.